Good morning. This will be one of my longer videos and it'll also include more talking. I'm going to go over how to create one of my best selling products on Etsy. Right now, to be honest with you, one of my best selling products will include some of my Amazon KDP low content interiors. Okay, like they they're low price, like so it doesn't take me long to create them. So I can't really sell them for much, and they don't sell for much on Etsy, but they do sell, and they do sell consistently. And what I'm doing is I am creating them in different sizes, in college rule, wide rule. I have some with the margin lines, without the margin lines, and today I am going to do a video step by step on how I create my products, on how I create my interiors. I always do my research first. And since this will be like a first time for some people, but not for others, I want to go through the full research process for this. And we want to get the sizing correct. Like that's one of the most important steps to this. So what I did was I went. What you do is you go online. You do your research first. Obviously, you do your research first. You look and see, is that product selling? Your product idea, is it selling, or is it not selling? And starting off, I wouldn't just create a product thinking that it's going to eventually blow up. I would do my research on what's already selling, and try to get my foot in like that. So right now, one of the most standard sizes for a notebook would be the 7.5 by 9.75 inches. That's selling at Target, but the online on the Google, it says 7.48 by 9.84 inches. You can either use that, or you kind of round it up, or you can go with like an 8.5 by 11 inch, or like a 6 by 9. The 6 by 9 size is also very popular, but what we're going to do is we're going to go with 7.5 by 9.75. And also, when you're doing this, make sure to go ahead, and another thing that I will also do is make sure to go ahead and label it. If you're using Canva or whatever program you're using, I always go, label it first, or label it before I close out the program, so that when I need to come back to it, I can already know what I'm dealing with. So we're going to do ADP interior size 100 pages, or go back to your search and see what's popular. We're going to do 100 pages. All right, so basically that's it for the labeling, and the rest of this video is, I'm kind of done with the talking at this point. I am going to use my margin lines, and I am going to add the rulers. I just noticed this. I'll come back and look at that in another video. I do want this to be with the bleed. Some of the different ways that you can make these notebook pages, and I'm going to show you a few different ways that you can make them on here. So you can do it with the bleed, without the bleed, with the margin lines, without the margin lines. You can make the lines darker, you can make them lighter, you can change the color on them. And we're going to do one more search on what is the color. Doing your research, and knowing, exactly what you're doing, or your best, put it like that, will also take you really, really far. So we see right here that the lines on notebook paper are usually blue and thin, and the margin line is usually pink. So we're going to do that. We're going to make this thin, bring it down to one, and we're also going to make it blue. All right. Another thing that you need to know, if like with this being a college rule notebook, how many lines comes to about 33 lines. Okay, 33. This is the spacing for it. You can follow this to the T, or you can kind of wing it. It does matter, to be honest with you. Yes, it absolutely matters. But starting off, these are things that this is stuff that matters, like mostly for appearance and things like this. So it does really matter. Comes to about 33 lines. So what we would do is we would take that one line we already have. Let me make this bigger. We would take the line that we already have. My line is not blue. Okay. I'm gonna take the margins off for now. I don't need it right now. So this is one with the bleed. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Okay, I'm going to come back out. I'm gonna put this last line down here where I want my lines to stop. And I want the last line to stop at the bottom margin line, which would be about right in here. Oh crap, that's not what I meant to do, sorry. We're going to copy all of the lines, come to position, tidy up, and move them back over. Okay, and that's it. That's the page. This is a simple college rule notebook interior. Simple. I'm going to make another page. No, take that off. I'm going to do this. And y'all, when I'm making interiors and things like that, what I'm about to show y'all right now, this is basically all that I do. It's more to it than this, but basically this is it. I want to bring the margin line over to the margin line. Stop it there. You can either bring it all the way up. Make sure you change the color to pink. Nope, not that pink. That's an option. This is without the margin line. This is with the margin line. Once again, you can come over. You can duplicate the page. Copy all of this. Lock all of that to the page. Well, nope. Go back. Bring this over to this margin line. So at this point right here, if Right now, we have created, if you're following along with me, we have created 3 KDP interiors in just that short amount of time. And I'm going to show you what you can do with this. Now, this is the part, this is another part. Okay, so what we will do is we will take this, simply make a copy of it, keep all of that. You already know that what we want to do with it. So this is the master copy for it. This is going to be the first one with the bleed. I'm going to delete these 2 pages, copy until this say about 5. Then I come down here and I click it, and that's it. I duplicate this page until it says 100 right here. Okay, duplicate it again, make a copy of it again. And this is, I'm doing this with the free version of Canva, not with Canva Pro. Like, there's a much easier way of doing this with Canva Pro, of doing things with Canva Pro, but this is really simple too. So, Canva Pro is not really just 100% necessary. So I'm going to label this one margin line, delete that one, and delete this one. I'm going to duplicate it 5 times. Come here, do it until it say 100. Last one, make a copy. I'm going to simply label it 2 margin lines. And when you're labeling your files like this, I it's so important to label your files, because I have made the mistake of not labeling files when I first started off, and ended up having to recreate all of those files, which was fine because when I recreated them, they was bigger and they were better than the original copy. But at the same time, like, I still had to redo it. All right, so let's go through everything that we've done in this video. We created 3 templates with the bleed. All 3 of these are with bleed. I'm gonna add that in also. All 3 of these templates are with bleed. College rule interior, KDP interiors with bleed. Or you can even, create things like this and print it out for yourself at home. A pack of copy paper right now is like $4 or $5, and you can make these and print them out yourself, and you have your own school notebook paper that you can use for your kids at home. That's also a perk to be using Canva free. Like, I can create these, and I don't have to, and then it leaves enough size for hole punching and everything. I can bring this margin line over a little bit more. like if one of my kids like wide rule and my other like college rule, I can come on here and simply make them wide rule and college rule paper, print it out, hole punch it, and they're done. So thank you for watching.